Hello, everybody. I'm really excited today to bring you a little sneak peek of the decentralized synthetic assets exchange from our friends over at Comdex. So, Comdex is an app specific blockchain built in the Cosmos ecosystem. So, our friends over at carbonZERO actually run a mainnet and a testnet validator for Comdex, in which we get a team delegation. Me being the kind of the marketing face of this operation, I do get a cut of that, and I appreciate you guys for your support. So I am wanting to do my part and show you guys what they've got cooking in the background. We've got the DevNet going on. So I'm going to be showing you what assets you're going to be able to collateralize and create different commodities. We're going to talk about what commodities you're going to be able to mint and kind of what you're going to be able to do with it. And I know they have some big plans going forward. This is just a taste of the platform for you. So stick around, guys, and we're going to be getting right into that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of CoinLogic TV, where we are looking logically at crypto assets. I am your host, The Logical Dude, your favorite van life living, crypto investing digital nomad. I hope everybody is doing great today. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. And we are looking at Comdex, the decentralized synthetic assets platform. This is going to be a game changer. So what they are doing is democratizing finance for all. They're bringing in assets that normally regular people wouldn't be able to trade. So you're going to be able to trade on futures like gold and silver and oil. That's what they're really getting started with as far as the commodities level, trying to tap into that $17 trillion market that most people can't really get into unless you're a big like market making firm or something like that that's registered with the CME. So eventually I do know that they're going to be bringing in like different indices and bonds and stuff like that as well for people to be able to trade. And they are also getting ready to introduce their own stable coin that's going to be backed by their CMDX token. So that's all coming down the pipe, but we're going to give you a little bit of a taste of what they have going right now, kind of what the interface is going to be looking like. So as you can see, the dashboard is pretty simply laid out. It's giving you like total value locked, how much sea gold is in the pool, sea silver, sea oil. I'm not sure, if these numbers are accurate, being that this is just kind of like a dev testnet kind of thing. And they are working through some bugs that I know of. So take that into account if you do end up coming in here and checking this out. So you can come right here and come and buy some Comdex token. This will launch up the Osmosis platform to where you can go and buy some Comdex. You're going to be able to come into the My Home area where you're going to be able to connect your Kepler wallet, and then you're going to see, all the assets that you've got, the C balance, your mint balance, your farm balance, and then your overall asset balance there. You're going to be able to see your swaps, the different assets you've minted, the different farms you have going, and then a transaction history as well. Inside the assets, you're going to see the assets that they're getting started with. Okay, so there's probably going to be a lot of assets being added in the future, but for now they are starting with, of course, their CMDX token, Atom, UST, XPRT, or the persistence blockchain. And then you've got Osmo and Luna as well. These are all assets that they're getting started with in the early days. So you're going to be able to deposit these assets just like you would, like say on Osmosis. It will activate your Kepler wallet. You'll sign and tell it how much you're wanting to send. And then you will deposit that into this blockchain exchange here. Okay. And then you'll be able to use these assets to then mint your commodities. Okay. So to do that, you're going to be able to go in here into the borrow area. Okay. So in the borrow area is where you're going to be able to put up the different assets that you're going to mint. Okay. And then you're going to tell it the assets that you're wanting to put up, and then the assets that you're wanting to mint. So down here, so you got gold, silver, and oil is what they're getting started with here. So if you were, say, wanting to put up UST, okay, so say you're wanting to keep a pretty risk avert little setup here. So you can put in UST, which will balance out your portfolio and mitigate you against a lot of risk, to where you can loan these assets and your UST is going to stay at a stable price. Okay, so if you are minting this stuff against, say, Atom or Luna or something that has a volatile price, you're going to have to take that into account, and you're only going to be able to loan, you're going to have to actually provide like 200% more than what more than what you're going to be able to loan. So let's say, okay, I probably explained that wrong, but you're going to get a taste of it in just a second. So say you put in 1,000 UST, so that's $1,000. Okay, you're only going to be able to mint a quarter ounce of gold. All right, so all right, let's just say a quarter ounce of gold is 1923 there, based on the price. So you put in 1923, and you're only going to mint a half an ounce of gold. Okay, so that means you have to put in more than what you're going to loan against. Okay, so say if you want a full ounce of gold at a safe, stable collateral ratio, you're going to need to double the amount that you're wanting to loan. Okay, so let's say we want to take that and we're going to put in $4,000. That's where you can get a full ounce of gold. Okay, so if you want to risk it, so say if you're putting in UST, you're going to be able to risk it a little bit more. All right, so say if you want to put in that same $1,000, you're going to be able to pull out almost a full ounce of gold there, or borrow against it, but you're running a really risky collateral rate here, if it'll even let you do it. Okay, so it'll tell you when you're safe and when you're in a risk of being liquidated, because you don't want your original assets being liquidated. Okay, so pairing it against a stable coin is probably going to be a smarter move in the front end than, say, going against something like Osmo or Atom or something that's going to be a volatile asset and go up and down as well. So that if you do go out of that collateralized range there, you're not going to get liquidated. All right. So you're going to be able to swap these assets with Comdex right now. So like I said, I do know that they do have their own stable coin coming in the future. So that is going to open up being able to trade versus a dollar-based stable coin versus a volatile asset like Comdex. And you're going to be able to provide liquidity to this market as well. So you can come in here and you can provide Comdex versus gold, silver, or oil here, and provide liquidity to these markets. I'm sure there's going to be some incentivization coming. I'm not sure what all they're doing in the mainnet side of things, but for now, testnet, I don't believe there's any incentivization for that. So this is just, like I said, a sneak peek of what they have coming. Really excited about what they have going on here with their exchange. They're trying to bring in, again, the $17 trillion commodities market and then some to the blockchain, where anybody can come in and trade against these assets. So the cool thing about synthetic assets versus something like, actually getting in and going and buying barrels of oil on the CME is that you don't have to worry about taking possession of the physical commodities themselves. Okay, so you don't have to go and pick up the barrels of oil. You don't have to take possession of the physical gold and silver, which gets really crazy expensive in transport and security and all this kind of stuff. So these synthetic assets give you a way to be able to put up your crypto assets as collateral and be able to trade like you're trading these same contracts. So really exciting times that we're in. I'm really excited to see how the finished product is going to come and what assets are going to be added to it and how they're going to continue to build on it in the future. So keep watching, because every time they're going to have updates to the platform, we're going to be here to bring it to you here on CoinLogic TV. So again, thank you to Comdex for supporting our friendly nodes over at carbonZERO, where we are an eco-friendly validator node, giving away like 8 to 10% of our commissions to eco-friendly projects like Ecology, where we're planting trees in random forests across the world, trying to offset carbon emissions. So trying to do this for the betterment of all humanity, okay, not just the crypto sector. So we want to give back to the entire planet. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Go check out Comdex.one. Check out their documents. Don't just take it from me or any other influencer that's out there. Make sure that you are digging into these projects and doing your own research before you go and put any money into anything, because you want to make sure that you're being safe out there. So again, Comdex.one, they got all the documents in there. Go and join their Telegram. Go and join the Discord. You can get pretty much all of your questions answered in there as well. So that's going to be it for me today. You guys have a great one. Be cool, be real, always abide, and don't get wrecked out there in those volatile markets, guys. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.